Welcome back, guys. It's another episode of Talkmen Tuesday with Sorizo and Angel Corrado. Just two guys who don't know that much about pop culture. Talking to you guys about pop culture.
Spitting those straight facts on a weekly basis.
I want to get into the first argument with a person. It was like, that's not right. I'm like, go back to the beginning of the podcast, and then we could talk.
Yeah.
Roll the intro.
And welcome back.
We're still winging it. We're like 20 seconds should be good. And to make it easier on my life, we just I just put the audio into the background, and then it makes editing 10 times easier.
So hopefully you got that timing right.
Yeah. Last time you did it really good. You're like, roll the intro and welcome back. And it was like that amount of seconds.
It was perfect.
I'm like, whoa, I need to get down to that science. I just need seconds. Wait, guess what, guys? We're on our last second session of the book club.
I had no idea what you were going for right there when you said season. I was like, oh gosh. And then last part, I was like, this is how he tells me we're not doing the podcast anymore? You'll be getting my live reaction.
So we are officially canceled. I just can't handle it.
But yeah, after today, we're gonna be thinking of a new thing to do because Angel finished his book last week. I forgot to read my last chapter, so I finished that up for this week, and so I don't know. We'll have to find something else.
Boom, Kobe Bryant, Mama Mentality. Well, that was my book. Hopefully, some of you guys read it. Let me know how it goes. Kobe's like a legend, and hopefully he taught you good wisdom, and then if you're playing basketball, it's a really good book. If you're not playing basketball, I guess if you like to watch basketball, it basically tells you all the ins and outs of how to get better. Basically studying a lot of film. I didn't realize how many film they studied.
Yeah. I was just gonna say it could also be just a mentality for life.
So
even if you don't play basketball, go read it.
Mm-hmm.
Or Angel already gave you the highlights, so you don't really need to read it. And
There
welcome to book club. We do the hard job.
We read it for you. We're like the podcast version of Spark Notes. But please don't reference us in your books, in your essays.
Do us and yourself a favor. Just leave us completely out of any referencing that you want to do about these specific books. But yeah, we're a very broad information source.
Where'd you hear that? Talkmen Tuesdays. They have all the straight facts for you about pop culture.
Oh, are you talking about the nation's #1 podcast in the world? Why, yes, I am.
You know, it's not any straight facts, right? It's just their opinion. Not the way they speak about it. It sounds like facts to me.
Faking it till they make it, and wow, they are faking it a lot. But the last section on mine, for those again that might have forgotten since it has been 2 weeks, it's So You Want to Start a Podcast by Kristen Meinzer. But the last section that I was reading about is, I think it's Grow It. And so basically the areas that they broke it down to, let me get to the page. It's prioritizing promotion, building your community, getting the word out, giving great interviews, and embracing your identity as a podcaster. Basically, they're saying for us on our end, don't be afraid to like self-promote, put it on like our individual accounts and be like, hey, like I'm a podcaster kind of thing, building the community, different things we can do to interact with you guys. And then another thing that they said was like there are different like communities out there on like Facebook, things like that, like different groups where you can go and just like share your thoughts with people on their podcast and people will share their thoughts with you on yours. And then if you get to a certain level, you can be the interviewee on other people's podcasts to give them content. And then at the end, promote yours. And so you can help reach out to other audiences.
Collabing.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. And then embracing your identity as a podcaster, basically saying it's okay, like as uncomfortable as it might be, like own the fact that you're a podcaster. Like Angel, you're a content creator on TikTok and on YouTube, and now as this podcast form too. And so just really owning who you are and just the craft that you are attempting to work on and hopefully one day perfect. So
I'm a podcaster.
I am a co-host on a podcast.
I am a content creator. Video, audio, written, not my strongest suit.
Hey, what else are you going to be doing though? I mean, practice it. Practice. I want you to come up with a 100-word essay by next week on string theory. I don't know what string theory is. I know it's just a very complex theory, but dumb it down to 100 words.
Got it.
Explain it to us like we're in 3rd grade.
Got this. Watch me a TikTok later on. So this is for you. 100-word essay, 100-word essay or assignment. I made a TikTok about it. It went viral. Hopefully that gets me an A.
I'm just imagining you doing the SpongeBob thing where you just spent all that time on the word the, but it's like the greatest working word, like looking word the out there. Have you seen that episode? It's a very old episode. It's about procrastination. I'm telling kids don't procrastinate.
Huh. I'm gonna go on SpongeBob and get it. I can see. I'm gonna try it. I'll let you know if it goes viral. Professor Yeezel assigned me a 100-word essay.
On
and
string
this goes viral.
theory.
On string theory. This goes viral. I get an A. Comments, aren't you 30? I'm still in class, okay? Somebody on my live yesterday was like, you look 30.
First of all, rude. Second of all, stop.
And then Melly goes on to be like, somebody saw commented saying you're 30. Like, thanks, Melly. Thanks, Melly.
Thanks for the support.
Oh, yeah. She actually commented. I met her when I first started Musically, like 2 years ago. So she would always be like, "Yeah, it was a bunch of young people, and then there was Angel." Like, there was older people too. And she's like, I was like, there's a lot of Viners from back in the day who went on to Musically. And she's like, excluding Viners, there wasn't that many old people. I'm like, well, they actually knew how social medias work, so it was like wise of them to like, go through Musically. Yeah. So she like didn't want to make my point. I'm like, you took away my point. Viners went into Musically, and like very few, and it's finally like aging up.
I feel like you're just getting targeted right now. People are just attacking you.
It happens. What can you do? It's a bunch of kids. There really isn't much to do. I love it when people actually get angry at the comments. I'm like, this is part of about like being out there. You're gonna get some backlash. Most of it's positive, like 90%, 95%, probably 99% is positive. You got that 1%, like 5%. It's like, unless you really mess up. If you really mess up, then it's like,
then it comes at you.
Yeah, they go hard.
I just remember that one kid that commented like a mean thing on your YouTube video, and then we went and we basically like killed him with kindness. Like we were like, hey, that's not mean. You should have like supportive things to say or give some feedback. And then he turned around and he was like, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean that.
That's the best part. When like you respond to them and they're like, oh, I didn't think you were gonna read this.
Yeah. What? You're posting it on my video.
And then like, I'm so sorry. I love your page. Thank you for watching.
Can I get a duet?
That's how I got Melly. I gave her a shout out, and she was like, "Yeah, I thought you were really nice for giving shout outs because everybody else charged them for a shout out and knew it. Like, I'll give it to you for free."
Yeah.
And as my following has grown, it's even been better for me giving out those free shout outs because like, oh, he has so many followers and he's giving it to me for free. Everybody else is like, give me a $10 gift or $5 gift or like a $50 gift and you can get a shout out. Do it. I'm like, I'll give it to you for free.
Yeah. Spread the love. Have you been seeing the Carol Baskin dance?
What's the Carol Baskin dance?
It's like, oh, what is it? It's Carol Baskin killed her husband. Black.
Oh, yeah. Tiger King.
Oh yeah.
It makes me want to watch it, but then I'm like, I know.
I feel like if you do a tutorial on how to do that dance on your page, it'll get a lot of views because you'll be hitting the Tiger King audience, the dancing audience, the TikTok audience. You'll be hitting 3 birds.
Ooh, before I joined, I saw another TikTok trend.
It's the Reese's, isn't it? It finally came.
Yeah.
It finally came.
There's a trend that's like a test to see if you have a flat Patuki.
Did you really just say Patuki? Who the heck says Patuki? You got a flat butt. Okay, this is more.
Yeah, flat butt. For those that didn't get the reference, Patuki is butt in my language. Who knows what language is that? But okay, so you grab both arms and you go like under your legs, and if you go all the way back, you have a flat butt. But if you don't go all the way back, you don't have a flat butt. Y'all want to demonstrate?
Yeah, this is great podcast material. Demonstrate, but you have to talk about what you're doing while you're doing it. We're gonna get content. No, I'll explain it. I will.
Oh yeah, sorry. You explain it. I can't be doing both things right now.
Angel's taking his headphones off. He's currently standing up, putting his arms like he's giving somebody a hug, and he's stepping through them, 1 foot, and now the other foot. So now his arms are behind his like knees, and he can't get it up. This is just Angel bragging that apparently he has a Patuki. He's struggling, and he made it all the way, but he did it. I told everybody that this was just your excuse to show that you didn't have a flat Patuki.
No, that means you have a flat Patuki.
No, but I said you were struggling. I said you did it, but you were struggling a little bit.
I feel like everybody else who like didn't go all the way through, they're like, oh, I guess I don't have a flat butt. You didn't put effort into that.
Oh no.
Yeah. I guess I don't have a flat butt.
Goodness, I guess I am deemed more attractive in today's society. No.
That's why I want to like struggle a little bit. Put some more effort into that. Because I'm like, they just went pew, and that was it. But then again, some girls did just go pew, like it just slid through, and I'm like, whoa. I don't know.
Also, like, if you have longer arms too, like there are other things. Like you see, like a monkey doing this, like they can just swing those things over, but it could be like an orangutan butt. Those are or is a baboon. I'm thinking of a baboon. And so now we go from TikTokers' butts to animal butts, and that's how this podcast goes.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, was that the end of the book club, or do you have more?
No, that's the end. That's the end of it. So, I mean, I would say I'm sad, but now I don't have a reading assignment every week, and so kind of happy about that. But I mean, it gave us something to do, which was nice.
Mm-hmm. Now we gotta figure out what we're gonna talk about later on during those sessions.
Well, The Bachelor did start, but it's like, what was it? It's listen to your heart. So it's people who sing to each other to find love. So we could have a Bachelor segment for people that don't watch The Bachelor.
Oh. Does that mean you start watching The Bachelor?
Well, no. So it's on right now. So it's on when we do this podcast, and so I get like a very brief glance at it, and so
I start watching. That's why I like getting into sports, cause like.
Don't bring it up, Angel. Don't bring sports up. You know it's a tender subject.
There's no sports. 30 days without sports. Okay.
Oh, wait, what were you saying? You said you like getting into sports because.
A lot of people can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the older I get, the more I'm into it. And then it's like, not necessarily one show, but like, eh.
Yeah.
It gets a lot of people into the
Yeah.
conversation. But like, that's when I'm going to the bars and whatnot. Podcast form, actually would probably be good.
Yeah. Sports were my, I guess, excuse to go to the bars. Alcohol was the real reason. Oh gosh, the big game's on tonight. Wasn't there a big game on last night? Yeah, but no team.
or I'm at Harry's when you got a friend to be like, "Hey, one beer," and then when they come out with one beer, it's like those gigantic beers. Like, what is this? I said one beer.
It's somebody's one beer, and it looks like that's somebody's you.
Somebody was like, "Can I have a smaller version?" And they're like, "We don't have a smaller version of this. I guess we have to drink it now."
Yep. And it's already paid for. Ah, dang it. Maybe
Oh,
next time.
oh! For next week's podcast, we might have a special guest.
Yeah.
His name's Charlie.
Yeah. Now I feel like that we're saying it, we're kind of like making him.
Oh my goodness!
We are cornering him into this. Yeah, so Charlie is my best man at the wedding. He was in our social circle in college. And so he might be joining us depending on if he's available next week. But since we said it, he's committed. So sorry, Charlie. Hey. And this is kind of tying into last week when it was National Sorry Charlie Day too. So
Charlie bit my finger. I think Charlie took over that whole meme now, because Charlie used to be like,
D'Amelio.
yeah. So when you think of Charlie, you always think of like, Charlie bit my finger. Now you think of Charlie, you think of Charli D'amelio, the TikTok star. She has officially got number one.
Oh really?
Number one in 46 million.
My gosh.
The second highest is what was it? Second highest is 42. And
Man.
Where's she at? She's at 48.1.
Oh, she blew past him.
Second place was 42. And people weren't like crazy about that. I was like, is she gonna be the number one? And she just went 48. 48.
Dang.
She is like,
that is crazy.
Oh, Lauren Gray. Yeah. And then Lauren was cool about it. She's like, it's not a big deal, guys. I never did this for followers. It's like, aw. Yeah. And like they got along. So it worked out.
Yeah. They got along on the outside, but internally she's like, what the heck?
I can imagine just like a little bit of like competitiveness and be like, darn, but like, oh well.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like YouTube. Like every time somebody gets, like when PewDiePie got passed, like it was like kind of like a big deal, but it's like you don't really talk about it anymore. It's just as soon as it happens, then it's like, oh, but then everybody just gets back to doing what they're doing.
They're both really young. Like Lauren is 17. Charlie is 15.
Charlie's 15. She does not look 15. She looks like she's like 19 years old.
Her older sister is 18. And yeah, they're what, 15, 17-year-old girls. Probably the biggest social media stars at this current moment. Because TikTok's on like really hot right now.
Yeah.
Socially relevant. So probably most kids know them more than any other social media, more than any other celebrity.
Jeez.
Okay.
Ooh. I thought of something we can do.
What
I came prepared.
I was gonna be like, keep going.
No, so I've got 3 options. Actually, no, I'm gonna narrow it down because we do would you rather's all the time. So I've got a game that's like top three, where like you will do like top three songs and like you list your top three. And then I've got another thing, funny questions to ask list. And then it says, um, da, 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 da. Basically, it's like get ready to have fun with your friends. That was like their catch line for it. So which would you want to do?
Or can you repeat the
Yeah,
the
top
option?
three. Where like we have like a random. We'll be like top three songs or top three cereals, and like we'll just for the chance for our listeners to learn more about us, or funny questions to ask, which is like they're really all over the board. And so that one would be a little bit more random.
Can we do 1-on-1? 1-on-1?
No, yeah, sure.
No.
we do it my way, or take it to the highway, Angel. So this first one, we'll start off with the funny questions to ask, just to kind of get your mind going into what these questions are going to be like. Is cereal a soup? Why or why not?
Yes. There's liquid in them. That's about it.
I would agree. I'd be like, yeah. I mean, it's not like your traditional thought of really what a soup is. Because like you can have cold soup, so like that's not it. You can have soup with different liquids, milk being one of them. So I guess yeah, technically yeah. As weird as it is to think about it, but the next one is, what is the sexiest and least sexiest name? Obviously, sexiest is Sawyer, but like, so we should be focusing on. I would say like Gertrude would be my least sexiest. I mean,
What
I
is it?
apologize to Gertrude. I apologize to all of our Gertrude listeners out there. Nothing against you.
I think I don't know why when it comes to like sexiest name, the name Victoria pops up, but I'm not sure if it like relates to like Victoria's Secret and all the sexiness there.
There's gonna be some connection there somewhere.
And then like least favorite, um, or least sexiest. I don't know. The name Dora just pops up. Dora.
Wow. She's out there exploring the wilderness for you, and this is how you thank her?
By not calling her the sexiest name or the least sexiest name.
Consider she's probably like 8 or something.
Yeah, that's good. Good job.
And we'll be moving on.
I don't know. Two names just popped up. I really couldn't think of the reason. But like Victoria, I think just like a Victoria's Secret. Victoria.
Top 3. We'll switch over here. We'll go top 3 games. And so these can be like drinking games, these can be card games, board games, but top 3 games that you want to, like, if all other games in the world were gone and you only had these 3, what would they be?
FIFA. Can it be video games?
It could be a video game. We'll say video games.
FIFA.
But don't just say soccer like as the sport. It's like FIFA works.
And then 2 other ones. At this point, those Snapchat, the Fortnite version of Snapchat. Have you played that game?
Oh,
No.
what is that? That's a
It's
thing?
like, yeah, it's, well, I don't know what's it called, but I'll send it to you right now. No, I'll just send it to you afterwards. Yeah, it's like the Snapchat's version of Fortnite, which I just kept playing. Like I literally play every day. Then Cup Pong, iMessage games.
Wow, yours are all technology based. Interesting.
I literally have played except for FIFA. The last 2 I've played every day.
Really? Hey, you got your schedule.
Yeah. What are your
Uh,
top three?
I'd say solitaire. I feel like you can play solitaire for a while. So that'd be one. Um, I'll do beer pong. We'll throw beer pong in there. Just something to do while drinking. And then what? You thought of one?
Cup pong is like beer pong, but without the beer. But with the
So
game.
where's the fun without the beer, Angel? No kidding. I'm totally kidding.
They'll be like, "Sawyer, you have a problem. I like to have fun, okay?
It's not a problem if you admit it.
Sorry, we can have fun without the alcohol. Like, we don't need alcohol to have fun. You could be like, oh, I don't need shoes to go running, but it freaking helps. Somebody said that in my CrossFit class. Like, oh, I've never heard of that, but that works.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I don't need shoes to go running, but it helps.
My last one. Oh, I thought it. Well, I had thought of it a little bit ago, and I totally just spaced out on it. Um, um, I feel like I'm on the spot. I'm just gonna say something, and I'm gonna regret it. We'll go.
It'll be on the internet forever.
We'll go horse. I'll say horse. Oh, and I'm locked in at horse.
When your kids are growing up and they're like bored searching through the webs. I wonder how my dad was back in the day. Beer pong.
He said horse and beer pong and solitaire. What a loser.
Is this how my parents met? What? If you have a daughter, she'll use that line forever.
No.
My mom got my dad with this line, so I'm gonna try.
Hey, want to take a shot?
Man, I just love the fact that she said she's not very good at flirting, but this exact story helped out tremendous.
Oh yeah.
So that's all she needed. She just needed that. We don't need to worry about her previous attempts at flirting.
Yeah. What other previous attempts? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Please don't worry.
It's like those funny moments, like either like Disney Channel, or like Nickelodeon, or like where somebody attempts to flirt and it's like goes horribly wrong,
Yeah.
and they're embarrassed and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next time she'll open up.
Next one is top 3 smells.
Good,
And, like,
bad, good, bad, or like top 3 like best smells
that you prefer. Yeah.
right after somebody vacuums, smelling of like vacuuming.
Does that even have a smell? That has a smell? Mine was going to be at right after somebody mows, like freshly mowed grass. And you brought in the vacuum. I thought we were going to be on the same page. I want to come over when somebody's vacuuming and smell, because I don't.
Like those old style vacuums, like those, like like the red bag vacuums.
Yeah.
Not the Dyson vacuum. It doesn't leave that.
The dirt
It might be
devil.
like It might be that. I don't know. It might. I think it might just be the smell of the filter or something, or no, like the brushes. I don't really know, but it smells really good. I don't know, it just popped up into my head. I don't question it. I'm just spitting out what pops into my head.
Hey, that's the best way to go about this.
Like I was just like, once I said it, I'm like, whoa! Why did I just say that? All right, that's one. 2. Fresh. Well, dried laundry with like the dryer sheets. Once like you put one, have that there. That smells really good. And 3rd, popcorn just pops up. Might be because popcorn box is sitting right next to me, but popcorn.
And popcorn puts you in like a mood too. Like especially if you're in the zone for like even if you're not, I feel like you smell popcorn, you want popcorn.
And then you want to watch a movie.
Yeah. Watch the movie.
I thought of popcorn. Now I'm thinking about a movie to watch. So I can eat the popcorn. I just can't eat the popcorn. So I don't know. That's good branding or something. Why? Who decided that popcorn was the best possible snack for a movie? That's
Well,
Angel.
Hey, well, because it's salty, and then you have to go back and you have to get a drink with it, and so then it
That
just
makes
keeps you going back and forth.
to get more snacks.
Yeah. And then you're drinking a lot, so then you have to go to the bathroom, and then while you're in the lobby, you might as well buy something else and get a refill on your popcorn.
I don't like going. Well, I just don't like breaks during movies. I feel like I missed the most important part, or I'm just very afraid that I'll miss the most important part and then be lost for the rest of the movie. And I probably paid $8 to $12 for that movie.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's like, do I go now because something might be coming up? And then if I miss it, then I'll be, like you said, I'll be lost the entire time. And if I'm lost, then I'm not going to enjoy the movie because I'm going to be wondering what I missed out on. I'm going to have to ask the person next to me to explain it, and they won't want to explain it because then they'll move it out. So then I just have to look up on IMDb after the movie and then get all of the reviews to try to figure out what I missed. And then at that point, then I'm just kind of bored and frustrated with myself. And then that's why I never go to the bathroom at the movies.
Boom. I just read my mind. And then I have a small bladder. So So I'm like I'm eating the popcorn. I'm like I'm thirsty, but I'm not gonna drink anything until like towards like I know I'm after the halfway point of the movie.
And that's the worst because you're like, well, it might be over soon. Is it over yet? Is it over yet?
Oh, last time I went to the theaters, I got a big popcorn, and you know how they have salt, cheddar, and all those like things to put on top of popcorn. I don't know why I got my popcorn and everything, but one of the jugs or whatnot to like shake, I thought it was cheddar. It was salt. I was pouring so much on it.
And the people behind the counter are probably looking at you like, what the heck is this guy doing? He loves his salt.
I didn't realize it until like I got to the movie. I'm like, oh snap! Until like, yeah, I try to like go around it as much as I could. But yeah, half that box of popcorn was done. It was way too salty. Ugh. Yeah.
What was the last movie that you saw?
The Joker.
Joker.
I personally didn't like it. Too much stories. I went with a friend who had the same thoughts as me. And we were like, where's the action?
Yeah.
The other guy was like, if somebody doesn't die in the next minutes, this movie sucks. I guess that made me realize how much of an action-packed movie I like. Not just storytelling, but like action-packed. There was a lot of stories. If you like stories, that's a movie for you. I like I like action. It's like somebody fight. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I was muted.
Ah!
I muted myself on accident. I tilted my microphone and then I pushed the mute button.
I see your lips moving, but I don't hear anything coming out of them.
What I was saying though was it's still on my bucket list to watch. But it's like it's 50-50 like every movie is, and I feel like I'm gonna lean on the half that won't like it. But I've like heard good things and I've heard bad things. I'm like, I just want to make my own opinion on it.
On the Joker?
Yeah, on the Joker.
What kind of movies are you into?
Kind of like you. I like the action movies. So action and comedy are probably my top two, I'd say. No, I know. This isn't checking either of those. Like I can appreciate all movies, but if I was like to be picking, those like the ones I'd usually pick.
Yeah, that would be me, and that made me realize how much of an action like I want action. I'm like, like the guy next to me said it perfectly. Like somebody doesn't die in the next minute, so I'm like, this movie sucks right now.
Yeah.
You're like, when is somebody gonna die?
What's the worst movie you've ever gone to the theater to see?
Oh, it just recently. I'm not sure. I couldn't say worst movie of all time because I just can't think of that. But worst movie recently, Hustlers. J Lo's in it. Cardi B's in it. Cardi B's in it for a hot second. Great trailer. A lot of excitement in the trailer. A lot of action in the trailer. Once you get into the actual movie, you're like,
Not so much.
it's like the best parts were in that trailer.
Yeah.
And the rest of the movie was not that great. So that's how it was. It's just like that trailer was amazing. Like they did an amazing job with the trailer.
Yeah.
The actual movie was fairly boring. J-Lo's great. The movie sucked.
Shout out J-Lo.
Yeah, shout out J-Lo. I love you, J-Lo. There was like an article or something that said that movie took 30 days to like make and film and like everything, like to film. And me and my sister were like, yeah, we could tell.
Yeah, it showed. That's not something you should be bragging about.
Yeah. So that'd be me. What about you?
No. There was a movie that I saw in college with Candace. We went to the theater to watch it. It was called The Witch. And I think it was like categorized as a horror or maybe suspense movie, probably more so suspense, but none of it made sense. It was the most confusing movie ever. And at the end of it, there was probably like 8 people in the theater with us too. At the end, one of the guy. Well, no.
Oh.
Like there were only 8 people total the entire time. But at the end, a guy stood up and he goes, "What the heck did we just watch?" And then another guy goes, "Am I the only one that's confused?" And like everybody had no idea what was going on the entire movie. And so probably like that comedic effect afterwards and just the fact that I hated that movie. That'd probably be the worst one that I paid money to go see. So I supported a terrible movie.
I wonder what name is it. I just want to watch it and be confused, or be like, "Sorry, this is what happened," and I'm like, "No, sorry, I really didn't get it either."
Yeah, so it's called The Witch, and I'm sure if you Google The Witch, you could find it. It's like set in Pilgrim times and just follows this family, and there's like people keep dying and bad things keep happening, and so they're like, one of you is the devil, and so it's like trying to locate who the devil is. And I'm not gonna spoil who the devil is, but like it's the dumbest movie ever. It sucked.
With those types of movies, like make it to the big screen, I'm always like, how does somebody approve this? Like,
Yeah.
and there's like a ton of money that goes into it.
Yeah. Well, they probably had a very low budget because it was literally just like a log cabin house out in the woods that they had. So probably just that, and then paying the artists, like the makeup people and the actors. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that one was done in 30 days too.
Ooh, Bad Boys for Life came out, right? It did come out, right? Or no? No. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen the first or second movie.
I am not the person you should be asking this question to.
I just remember seeing Will Smith, like, social media talking a lot about it and him going on a press tour. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, not talking about it anymore. Yeah. So, I guess I'll have to see it. There's not that much buzz around it. I'm wondering why. Yeah. But, oh, well. I was like, I'll Google it later.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Oh, I'll also text you the Snapchat game.
Yeah, do that because I'm curious.
It's really fun. How is quarantine life?
You know, it's not bad. I mean, it's pretty. It's just kind of like every day is like kind of like the same. It feels like you work, you're done working, and then you just work the next day. Like it's nothing like crazy happening, which is good. But I mean, I'm just waiting until things start getting back to normal. Apparently, Chicago, what Candace was telling me, Chicago is like starting to like cap out a little bit with like the deaths, and like it looks like it's starting to come down a little bit. So that's positive, but it's just hopefully it gets here quick because I'm ready to be able to like go out and just like hang out outside without like fearing, or just going to the grocery store and like have things back to normal a tiny bit. So
Los Angeles extended their lockdown until like the mid of May, but
Yep.
their lockdown was supposed to end this week, so they just went into like last week to do it. So if we do get extended in Illinois, we'll probably get notified like the week before.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that ours will too. Like they're not gonna have people be going out anytime before it's like pretty confident that it's safe out there. So that doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know why. When I was thinking about like podcast ideas, I was like, what if we ask Sawyer how was his first kiss?
What? What a weird what? It's under a trash can at daycare. It's nothing romantic or anything. I think I was like, or like 10.
That's why it's so funny. Because especially like there's young people like listening to this, you always have this idea of like what a first kiss is supposed to be like because you only had the movies and whatnot, right? But then when real people tell you, you're like, it wasn't that great.
Is that a playground? What up? She goes, you want to go down the slide? I go, you first.
So, were you guys like already going out or what?
This was like when I was like 10. It was like, you want a kiss kind of thing. Like my first real one, I'd say was from like 8th grade, 7th grade. And like, that was somebody that I was like dating. But like in those times, like you're dating somebody for like a week and then you break up. Like, it's nothing crazy.
Huh. Probably, I was at the park, and yeah, with a girlfriend, and yeah, we said we were gonna meet up, and I was just like, I guess our friends gave us the go ahead to be like, yeah, you guys could go make out in that corner.
Thanks,
I think
guys.
it was gonna be like, yeah. Now that you think about it, you're like, what? We just went to the park to go make out, and then hung out with our friends. I think it was either like a freshman in high school. Probably freshman or sophomore. I can't think of it. Probably sophomore. And then we were just at the park. That was it.
So yours was at a park, mine was at a playground. Look at us. We're just here to have a good time.
The weird thing with oh snap.
Oh snap.
It was interesting. I don't know why that popped up to my like the first thing I was like, what are some podcast questions? And like, first kiss, go.
Hey, it gets the conversation started.
Was it everything you ever imagined?
And more.
And more. I feel like it's always nervous at the beginning, but then you're like, after you go for it, it wasn't as bad as you think.
No, that's not how mine was. It's like it's all terrible. Like the first like legit one, it's like terrifying, and then afterwards it's like, oh god, oh god, oh god, like. So we had two different experiences. It sounds like. What other topics did they say to talk about?
No, just like my personal one.
Oh wow! So we're really going deep.
It wasn't even off what's it called website or anything. I'm just like, first kiss would be interesting, or like high school stories, like college stories. Another thing I would like, I saw some TikTok trends of like college advice for like future freshmen, and I always thought like a good one was because I had a friend who she was very, very innocent and whatnot, but when guys would go and ask her, is like, hey, do you want to go check out my room? She'd be like very excitedly like, yeah, why not? And then later on, she got the point of like, they just want, like, they were asking me to go check out their room to like try to sleep with me. I didn't realize that. I thought they really want me to check out the room, and of course I would want to check out their room.
Like, I don't know, guys. There isn't anything special in here. What did you want me to see?
It was like hilarious. So like for like future advice, if a guy at a party tells you to go check out his room, they probably want to hook up with you. Not
So
just go check.
answer appropriately, like whatever you're feeling. But no, there's an intention behind that.
It's not necessarily to check out their room, unless they got like a pet iguana or something. You want to
That's
go see
pretty
my
dope.
pet iguana?
Like they still want to hook up with you, but
Yeah,
you can also
yeah.
check out that pet.
That's another thing. They probably still want to hook up with you, but they had that pet iguana. So there's something special in that room. But yeah, what's up? There was this girl doing TikTok trends about that, of like college advice, or another psychology major one, where she gives out like psychology facts, and she got like big because of those. Basically, went into the mirror and just filmed like psychology facts. I'm like, oh, this may or may not work.
What would
Here
be
you
some
go.
of your advice to college kids?
That'd be one. Um, we'll top three. Second one, uh, get involved. Like, enjoy the full benefit of that social life, because it's probably one of the few times in life that you'll have that many people your age, and that with that much free time. So enjoy the social time. Third, it kind of goes along with that. Like, try new things, explore. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very broad, but yeah. What would be your top three?
Yeah. I mean, one of mine kind of like goes in to yours, but I think my number one is like everybody feels just as awkward about like meeting new people as you do. So like don't let that stop you. You just kind of got to put yourself out there. Another one would be just be yourself. Like there's a group out there. Most like colleges have clubs and stuff like that for anything you can imagine. I remember when I was touring the University of Illinois, like they were like mentioning all of, like over 100 different clubs that they have. Like they've got like a drawing club. They've got, I think they had like a SpongeBob club. They had what is like a camp club, which was a club dedicated to doing like camp activities and just kind of embracing your childhood. And so I would say just be yourself, and which is again getting involved with things that interest you. And then I would say kind of just be curious. If you want to do something, find out how to do it. If you want to learn about a specific subject or a major, take classes towards that. Just because, again, outside of college, you're gonna like have a job, or you're gonna have these hours that you're gonna have to work, and then kind of learning new things it becomes a little bit more challenging. And so, like, college is that time to where you can really just dive in and educate yourself where you want to get educated in. So take advantage of those resources.
And literally, like having a friend to like meet up for lunch or something, it's literally a call away. Like, you free at 5 today?
Yeah.
Rather than us after college, it's like, how does your summer look? How does this week work? Because you're probably gonna fly in or like travel, and then make like arrangements to sleep. And then yeah, it's a lot more hassle.
Yeah, they're not just 10 minutes away. Exactly. Which is weird.
I thought it was crazy. I'm like, wait, after college, you mean we have to like actually set something up, probably like a weekend, and have to make sure both our schedules are open?
Yeah, months in advance just to make sure if you have to fly there, like you can get a flight, all of that.
And then a pandemic might be going on, which cancels everything.
And they cancel it. Yeah.
Dude, that's
Mm.
Maddie actually told me a month before the wedding celebration. It was like, what if this like goes out of control and everything gets canceled and our wedding gets canceled? I'm like, that's not gonna happen, Maddie.
When's your
I'll bet you.
wedding?
Well, it was April 3rd.
Oh.
It legit got canceled and everything. Because when the restaurant is closed, so they canceled all reservations, saying we're closed until further notice.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's bet $20 it won't happen. I was the one with like, it won't happen. And then this happens. I'm like, you would have won the bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. In better news, get involved.
How is that better news? Is it better news? Better news. It'll get away. Like, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay safe.
Boom. Question. Do you have any question of the day?
Oh, I can pull up one of these things. Yeah. So my question of the day is going to be a fun questions to ask friends. And so it is, if you had a group of fifth graders charging at you, how many fifth graders do you think you could fight off before being overtaken by fifth graders?
Huh. Fifth graders?
Yeah.
I want to see
It's
how
like
tall.
they're not like I wonder how tall the average fifth grader is. I don't know, but like they're not like a second grader where they don't know what they're doing. Like I feel like a fifth grader can swing a little bit. I'd say like 7. I feel like I could take 7 on, like
I,
one at a time, unless like they start like just coming crazy, like all at once.
I
I
was
feel like the
thinking.
first couple get my full force, and then after I'll get tired.
Okay, my mind went straight into Spartan mode, of like, I'll go into a corner, probably try to like somehow wrap one of them, and then throw them to like the next 4.
You're throwing one kid into 4 kids.
Yes.
So
So
Angel's now bowling fifth graders.
that's how mine went into. And I'm like that way I could probably handle like 15 or 20, because thinking that like the ones that I bowled over would probably get up and come back at me. So then I'd be like have 15, in which I couldn't handle 15 at once, like 20. So I'm like, oh.
No, look at how your mind you go to a corner and I'm like in an open field in mine. I'm like they're coming at me everywhere, head on a swivel.
My mind went straight to Spartan mode. They were 300. They knew they were going against an army. We can go through waves. We'll go through waves.
Hoo-ah, hoo-ah.
That was freaking an amazing movie.
That was a good movie. I
That
enjoyed
made
that
me
movie.
that made me want to go work out. Hopefully tomorrow.
I love movies that do that. Like movies that just pump you up. Like watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's Pumping Iron. That movie can get you just like I need to go to the gym. Like I need to get going.
I gotta go, guys.
And Angel's off to the gym.
It's getting close. 1 month without CrossFit.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. But yeah, that's the question of the day. I mean, let us know how many fifth graders you think you guys can take on.
How many fifth graders could you guys take on? And let us know how you got to the answer.
Yeah, whether you're going Spartan mode or if you're in an open field with daisies like Sawyer, we're just counting.
Yeah, I would probably like try to like go into the jungle gym. Is it the jungle gym?
You're playing like King of the Hill. Like these kids are gonna have to slowly make their way up. You're just gonna be like kicking them down.
In that mode, I could handle like 25 to 30. Because
You
it'll
have
take 20,
25 fifth graders coming at you.
I'm hoping it's a big jungle gym. So then I can be like, once they get to me, I'll throw them into the sand and have to come back. I just want to throw fifth graders.
Let me know. And Angel says 25, 30. I said 7. But you had a whole strategy, so I got to give that to you. You thought about this.
I just feel like once it gets to like 15, 20, 25, I'm like, I feel like they'll be coming back all at once. I can't handle that many at once.
Yeah.
I just have to throw them further away. Throw them further away.
Hopefully your energy can keep up.
Yeah.
You'll just be angering them.
When I was like the first week of picking up all the merchandise, like the first week of the quarantine, we ordered 50-pound bags of like rice and beans, so like they're 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And I lifted them the way CrossFit lifts like their bags. For our workouts we have 50-pound bags, and a lot of people complain about them. Like, when are we gonna use this in a real life scenario? And like, I record. Let it be known, CrossFit prepares you when there's a pandemic, and you have to lift 50-pound bags of rice or beans.
See, that's why they keep you around for your training.
Yep. Okay, want to go to the outro?
Yeah. So again, guys, let us know your answer to the question of the day, question of the week, and as
Okay.
always,
As always.
we appreciate you taking some time out of your day to listen to us. And stay safe out there. Wash your hands, social distance, all of that good stuff. But let us know what your thoughts were if you have any feedback for us. And don't forget to rate and review the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever else you listen to your podcast from, Spotify. And if you are on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Angel Corrado too. And something that I did that Angel doesn't know about. I set up a Gmail account. So if you guys ever want to like email us questions, it's just talkmentuesday@gmail.com. So you can always communicate us through that way as well. Just giving you guys some multiple resources there. But as always, we appreciate your time. Thank you. Your support means the world to us. And we look forward to talking with you guys in the next episode.
Thank you guys.
Peace.